Is right now a good time to buy a short-term rental in the Poconos? That's the million-dollar question. That's what everybody wants to know that's considering buying an investment property in the Poconos. What's up, guys? My name is Shawn Connors, managing broker and co-owner of VRA Realty Lines, as well as a real estate investor here in Chester County, Pennsylvania, as well as the Pocono Mountains in Pennsylvania. Now, a lot of people are asking that question. Is now a good time to buy in the Poconos for a short-term rental? And the honest answer is, I don't know. I don't know your personal situation. It could be a good time to buy, it could not be a good time to buy. But what I'm going to go over is my opinion on what is happening in the market, and then telling you if I think it would be a good time to buy, and I'm gonna put it into two different buckets. So that is if you're buying your first one there, or maybe you're buying your third, fourth, or fifth one there. So if you're thinking about getting started investing in the Pocono Mountains, there's a few things that you need to understand about what is happening right now in the short-term rental market. Each township, each HOA, each county, they all have different short-term rental rules and regulations. They all should have the same, right? Somewhere, somehow, someone has to come together as a group and organize this, because it's ridiculous, right? There's so many different regulations. There's so many different townships that are doing things that are limiting the amount of short-term rentals that are allowed. Some townships don't have that many regulations, right? So I know for me personally, in my community of Talamanting Trails, they have formed a short-term rental committee between long-term members and then members who are short-term rental owners, right? So they're trying to address all the issues. They're trying to air out all the grievances and work towards finding that compromise that helps and is good for everyone. But I can't say that's happening everywhere. So the Pocono Mountains is a large area, but you have to understand that these regulations are changing rapidly. So if you are looking to buy your first property there, wherever the township is, whatever the HOA is, and whatever the county is, you really need to do your due diligence. The best way to do so is to contact the HOA first, and then find other owners that are in that area that you're looking to invest. And the best way that I did it was joining the Facebook groups. You get unadulterated information there, right? People are airing their grievances like crazy, and they're going to be forthright with you for the most part, and they're going to share how their experience is. And if you want to learn what it's like to be in the Albrightsville, Penn Township area, please feel free to reach out to me, because that is what I know best right now. Now let's take a look at home values. Home values skyrocketed over the past 2.5 years. Properties were being purchased in 2020 for $100,000 or mid-100,000s, and then they were being resold last year and even in 2021 for $300, $350, $400, right? These crazy prices. And values, what I've seen that's happening right now is they have peaked. They have definitely peaked, and there's so many properties that are now available and on the market. So I think that there's more opportunity there for you if you're deciding to buy now. But what you have to understand is, with the values peaking, there is more inventory, which is a good thing. But at the same time, I believe that the short-term rental market is a bit oversaturated. So you should not, when you're evaluating these properties, you should not base them off of the numbers from 2022 or 2021, right? They are the anomalies, essentially. So those values are the average daily rate for people staying for 1 night, 2 night, 3 nights skyrocketed as well. So with the increase in home values, the ADR went up as well. So I would say, if you're running your numbers, take what 2022 showed you for certain properties and cut it by 20%. Seriously, and I'm experiencing that right now. Like, even the amount of nights that we rented in 2022, I don't necessarily think we're going to get that same amount, because again, it's oversaturated. So that's something that you really need to consider. And I would cut off like 20% from what you saw in 2022, because that's going to be more accurate, and that's what you should run your numbers on. Another thing, in my opinion, that I'm seeing is there have been a lot of people who are traveling to the Poconos who want that mountain feel, right? And also they want updated homes. They want amenities, they want hot tubs, pool tables, ping pong tables, they want things to do. So the properties that pretty much offer everything, they're the ones that are getting rented out the most. So if your house feels like a mountain house, if you have a chalet, a salt box, a log cabin, right? You have to have a fireplace. You should definitely think about having a hot tub. You definitely need games, right? And it should be updated, you know? And that's one of the things that my property doesn't have all them. Both of our properties don't have all of them. A combination between both of them, they have combinations, but what I'm seeing is the ones that are updated, they have the most amount of amenities possible. There are the properties that I believe are going to rent the most in 2023. So if you're buying your first property up there, I don't necessarily think it's a bad time. I think there's more opportunity for you, but you just have to run your numbers very conservatively, right? And if you're buying your third or your fourth or your fifth property, you understand what you're getting into, right? You have experience, whether it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 years or more. You understand, you know, if you've been in the game for 10 years or more, you understand the cycles that the Poconos goes through. So you can better assess your personal liability in buying another property. So in short, it really depends on your investing strategy. If you're in it for the long run, make sure, and this is what I'm looking for, I want to find something that's a value add. I want to find a property that I can buy for a good price, add value to it, make sure the property force appreciation through renovations, and then I can get that higher ADR. You know, that's my goal for 2023 with the short-term rentals that we buy. Value add, renovate, make it worth more, and then get a higher ADR. So I think that is the approach that you should be taking. But if you have the money and you see a property come on the market that's fully renovated, fully furnished, it's already a short-term rental, I think that's a good opportunity as well. It just depends on your personal investment strategy. So if you want to learn more about buying short-term rental in the Pocono Mountains, feel free to connect with me. You can schedule a call with me by clicking my Calendly link below. Shoot me a message, shoot me a DM on social media, what have you. I want to connect with you and I want to help you in your journey as well. Look forward to speaking with you soon.